Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this impromptu special show. Hopefully, it is live on Facebook. I'm going to check just to verify. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I have no clue. My internet actually just got back up, so I almost missed this.
Okay. I just got the notification that your YouTube went live too. So if you want to intro that. No. Okay. I'll intro Facebook. Hey, what's up, everybody on Facebook?
You're on Facebook. Okay. I'm sorry. I had a major internet issue the past 10-15 minutes. That's why. So it's my fault we're almost late. Well, we are late, aren't we?
Yeah, we're late. We're like 10 minutes late.
It's the internet. Blame my internet. Yeah. But yes, we're here to sell. Nothing's holding this back. I have my bubbly over there.
Oh, okay.
Celestial Falcon issue number 1's Deluxe Edition.
Yes. I said yes.
Yes. Okay. Has been funded.
Yeah.
We are funded. We are beyond funded already. We are at 100. Well, did it change? Because I haven't been online. We were at
106%. Yeah.
We are overfunded by 6%. We're at 106%. Moving forward now into the stretch goals. And we're here to celebrate with each and every one of you that we made it. We're on Brant's Facebook, like you mentioned, and we're on Dark Avenger C86 on YouTube.
Yeah. So this is, like we said, impromptu celebratory live show. Hopefully some people can show up and chat with us because that would be cool.
Well, I have JD.
Oh, yeah. What's up, JD?
Why are you guys on the other side? Oh, excuse me. There.
Yeah, we're always like this. Yeah, every show we do, it's because I was on first. That's why.
Yeah, Brent was ready to go. I had to get my internet back up. I literally got everything set up, and I just jumped on, and we had to make it right before Facebook because I think Facebook only gives you a 10-minute
window. Yeah, if you schedule it, you don't go live in 10 minutes, you lose the Facebook. So we had to go, and luckily Chris made it just in the nick of time before we lost it.
I love technology.
It's funny because we were recording Aftershock earlier today, and my internet kept going out during the show. Now Chris's internet's going out. It's just one of those days because
it's one of those bad, but nothing gonna stop. Cause I got the bubbly.
Yeah, because we're happy and we're celebrating, and our internet goes out. That's all right. That's all right. I'll take that. I'll take it. Yeah. So we were shocked. I put out the Last Emperor Press newsletter. It just went out a few minutes ago, actually, and I kind of related the story that I was sitting here working on a page that I was going to show in an update, and Lisa messages me. Lisa's out of town this weekend, and she messages me and says, "We're funded," and I'm like, "What?" I literally looked at it seconds before that.
I literally this morning woke up and the whole premise of today was getting us to 85% because we were at 83%.
Yeah.
Went out to pick up Tommy, and that Brand called me and said, "Hey, Chris, guess what? We're funded." And I'm like, well.
Yeah, it's funny because like a couple hours earlier, I'd done an Instagram story, and I was doing the same thing. I was like, we're at 83%. Let's get up to 85% today. And then I'm doing that. Yeah.
So suffice it to say, the button milestone. Hey. Yeah. Matt is in comments.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matt. But suffice it to say, the button's been unlocked. The milestone has definitely been unlocked.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we're moving past that now. Do we want? Well, yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about the stretch goal. Let's talk about our first stretch goal.
Yeah, so since we have made funding, we are moving into stretch goal territory. We do have one, which is let me see if I can screen share it actually. We're gonna open this one up at if we get to 1800. There it is.
Yep.
You seeing that? All right.
Oh, every time actually,
what?
Hold on. Keep going. Good talk.
Oh, but you can see it, right?
Now you can. The Celestial Falcon was in the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot to take that off. Sorry about that. So this is a selfie, quote unquote, postcard that Lucas did for us. So this will unlock at 1800, and if you join us live early next week, we'll stay tuned to our social media. We'll let you know exactly when, but we're going to do a Chris and Brandt show early in the week. And Lisa's actually going to guest on it, and she's going to be coloring this piece live. So if you'd like to see her process as she colors this, join us live, and we'll chat with her and chat about random stuff as we do. But we both love this piece, and we all three love this piece. It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I love this postcard. So that's why I'm super excited with the stretch goals, and we have a bunch of stretch goals ready to go. We have 7 more days still to go. A week from today at 12 midnight, Celestial Falcon's Kickstarter is officially over. So yes, there's still a lot of time if you haven't gotten on board yet and you're considering it. Now you know it's funded. You know, if you back it, you're going to be getting whatever tier you sign up for.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's going to be an exciting 7 days. It's like we were going to go into next week with, okay, we got to push this to the main goal, right? That was kind of our game plan. It's like, okay, we're going to get that, last minute buzz and just hit it hard, hit the ground running and stuff. And because this happened today, we're not taking it easy. We're going to be like still out there doing our thing, but it's going to be kind of a different mindset. So it's kind of cool.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, for me, it's like I was telling everyone, it's always about getting to the goal. We made it to the goal. We're already 106% funded. We are over goal, which was my goal from the beginning. Now my goal is just to keep pushing that percent as far as we can go.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
No, I was just going to add to that so we can make the product better and we can continue to, pour it into this series as well.
Absolutely. And we have, like I said, a lot of really awesome stretch goals. So the further we get, the more we give to everyone who backs the project. We do have
a question there.
If I become a Kickstarter supporter, would there be an issue if I get the physical copies? I do live in Canada. If so, are there options to make it easier?
So we do have extra shipping for anything out of the United States, obviously. I don't remember exactly what the shipping to Canada is. There's a specific shipping to Canada and US, and the rest of the world is the way we set up. So I'm thinking it might be like 15.
But shipping. You can get a physical copy.
You can get a physical copy for sure. Are there any other concerns with that you're worried about? Ask us, and I'll see if I can answer them.
You definitely feel free to ask us, JD. But no, we I think we do have a couple of people we're shipping to in the UK that are backing the
Yeah, we've got some international backers. We got some people in Australia supporting it, and all around the world they're wanting to check out Celestial Falcon. That's cool, man. That's awesome.
Definitely.
I was just going to say real quick, if you're not familiar with Celestial Falcon, it is a comic that Chris and I co-write. Chris created it, brought me on as a co-writer. We've talked about this ad nauseum in other places, but I just wanted to kind of give notes on it. It has superhero elements, but it's also got supernatural elements, and it's involving an unseen war from another realm kind of going on. There's all kinds of stuff that's going to come out to play, especially in issue 2 and going forward. So it's a really fun story, coming of age story. You got a really cool cast of characters from various backgrounds and coming together to take on this challenge to save the world, as it were.
Exactly. And it's not going to be your typical superhero versus supervillain story. What's going on, Mike T? I wanted to wait till you finished. Because I know you wanted to finish. So, and we got also Alicia Simpson, who says, when you say there is a chance or a way to get into the comic book, does that mean I could be a bad character supporting cast? Anybody there is a tier where you can be a character written into the book.
Yes.
It is all supporting cast. It would be supporting cast, character, recurring character, depending on which tier. There's one tier where you appear in an issue. There's another tier where you become a recurring character. The recurring character more is supporting, but it could be supporting cast in.
It could be a bad character, I think.
Yeah, it's however your character is made. I'm trying to think of the right word.
However, we can fit it into the story that makes sense for the story. But yeah, it could be any kind of recurring or supporting character on either side of the fence.
So. Right, and it'll be a surprise for you because this is something that we'll be taking your character and we'll be putting it into the book. But if it's the spotlight, not the spotlight, the cameo appearance, that's more of a you'll be in.
Just kind of in the background, kind of thing, in a scene. But yeah, that's the cameo. But to become a character, you're actually a part of the story. Yeah,
you become part. And actually, Mike T, who was over here, said hi, actually supported on that level. So he will actually have a character that is recurring,
which we've already kind of been talking a little bit about who that character might be. We'll get with you obviously later after the Kickstarter is over, Mike.
Exactly. So we have a really cool idea for that. And of course, we're going to let you know. So I hope that kind of answers your question, Alicia. So it's one of those things where it depends what you get, the cameo or the full cast or supporting cast. And then we figure out what we're going to do. And then we talk with the person who put that tier about it and let you know where you're going to fit into the world.
Put that one up. Well, I don't know. How do you pronounce that? WT Fata? In a perfect world, how many books will come out in a year? Do you have deadlines or will you release when done and no sooner? As far as Celestial Falcon goes, we have a loose deadline. A lot of factors play into that. We're looking at issue 2 coming out in early 2020. And then we're hoping to start putting them out a little bit more frequently.
There's going to be a schedule that is, I don't know if Last Ember Press is going to be doing a public schedule, but there will be a schedule that Celestial Falcon's a part of, like Brant said, a loose one. Yeah. And I believe we have issue 2 and 3 for 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
That's currently the plan. Yeah. We, with Last Ember Press, we're currently focusing on 4 different books. So we're, it's a juggling act trying to figure out what comes out at what point in time. We've got the next issue of my series that's coming out in early 2020. And then, and then followed by Chris's of mine, Celestial Falcon, and then Secrets of Willamette is in the mix there as well, and Pneumatic Cases. We're going to try to get that wrapped up completely next year. It's a 4-issue miniseries. We got 2 more issues to go. So the plan is to at least release 2 issues a year going forward. We're hoping to speed that up if things go well.
Exactly. It all depends on how things are supported, and right now we have the best support right here for Celestial Falcon. Being funded early is exciting, more exciting, and at the same time it means we have to put more work now in, because now we want to keep going. We want to keep going beyond that 100% and push it. Already this has been a successful Kickstarter. Now B, we want to go even further than that, and we want to have a Kickstarter that no one's going to forget. We're going to blow up the end of 2019. Literally, we're going to end it on a bang.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to start off with a bang because, we got Ember, Secrets of Willamette, and Celestial Falcon again, and Pneumatic Cases in there. We got all 4 books coming out relatively soon.
This is why we're focusing. We were talking about this in an interview, actually, with Magic Kuhn, as a matter of fact, where we're focusing arc by arc on purpose because there are a lot of projects going on. And Brant literally has his hands in every single project he just mentioned. Brant has a role somewhere in each one. So for me, when this is over, my next Kickstarter is March or tentative, as I always say, early 2020.
Yeah.
But Brant, from the beginning of 2020 to the end of 2020, is going to be literally campaigning for every single book that he just mentioned as the Kickstarters come up.
Yeah, either as publisher, letter, or both. pretty much both on all of those. Yeah, and Ember, of course, I write. So But yeah, this is about Celestial Falcon. How will it work? Immediate Jack says, how will it work with the first Kickstarter and the current Kickstarter? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm a little lost with that question.
With the first Kickstarter, the previous time we ran this campaign, you're asking, or what?
We'll have to wait for him to reply. We are on a delay. If we did, this is a relaunch campaign, so maybe he's talking about the first one.
Yeah, that's okay. So that one's gone and done. Unfortunately, it did not fund, but this one we kind of restructured and retooled and relaunched this one, and so now we're just focused on this campaign. That one's kind of, we're using a lot of the same things from that campaign in a different way, in a different structure. So
exactly, first campaign, bad timing, a lot of
there were a lot of factors.
We learned a lot from it.
Yeah,
So,
but we're thrilled with the success we've got with this one.
Oh yeah,
it's been positive since day one. We were 50% funded on day one, and since then it's kind of slowly trickled in until today, when it just kind of blew up there. Thankfully, to a couple of backers that kind of pushed us over the line there.
A couple of strong backers, absolutely. Yeah. But the project would not be here. Every single backer. We have 65 backers right now. If not for all 65 backers, we would not be sitting at 106% funded right now.
Yeah, absolutely. we are so grateful and so thankful for all of you. Absolutely. It's just the support, the outpouring, getting us just like that day one, getting the 50%. It was just like we were kind of blown away by that, and now we're blown away today with a week left. And now it's just, it's a cool feeling to be sitting here as creators and you've put together this project that you want to share with the world, and people respond to that in that way. And it kind of lights us up and encourages us and lifts us up, and just kind of puts a fire under us to keep doing it.
Absolutely. And we are going to keep going. Now we're hitting the weekend. So as you all know, we kind of get a little quiet on the weekend because everybody goes away. Everybody has stuff that they do on the weekend. But come Monday, we have 5 more days. Yeah. Everything is going to be Celestial Falcon from Monday to Friday. And then, of course, there'll be live shows in between.
Yeah.
I mentioned the Chris and Brand show. We're going to be doing that early next week.
Yep.
At the end of the week, on Friday, is going to be the end of the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter ends at 12 midnight. I don't know if Brant and I will be up until 12 midnight for that.
Who are you kidding? Of course we're going to be up.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be nice. So we're going to be up probably 12 midnight. So there will be another live show. I see we got another comment. I just wanted to finish saying this. So we will probably be up. So right now we're celebrating making it to 100% and going beyond that. So we're celebrating being funded at this moment, but with a week still to go, there's a lot that still can happen. A lot of stretch goals that can still be reached. Potentially with a whole week to go.
Yeah.
So there's going to be another live show where we're celebrating the whole thing. The finished, funded, and wherever we're at. So we will be doing that next Friday as well. So,
all right. So you will work with the people that have the honor of making it into the book. Could I pick a color scheme if I make it to that tier that Alicia Simpson says? I assume like for a costume or whatever. If you're a costume character, yeah, we'll work with you on a color scheme. Or if you just want a color scheme for everyday clothes, that's cool too. Whatever.
Yeah. But we'll be doing the writing for the character. Obviously, like I said, Mike T, for example, I know Mike T, so I know his personality, so it makes it easier to write his character. But for the most part, we'll be writing your character in and where it fits in the story. Yeah. So, as far as creatively, we're going to be doing...
Well, she's just asking if she can pick a color scheme.
Oh, color scheme, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just saying writing-wise or dialogue or stuff like that or character-wise, we'll be doing a lot of that.
But, we'll be open to some cool ideas if it fits. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did we want to highlight that? Yeah.
Yes.
Mike T, he puts himself out there. We didn't want to put him on the spot.
Yeah, we didn't want to put you on the spot, Mike. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, he's like, glad I could help push you over the edge. Sorry, I've been up since 4 a.m., so I'm tired. Chris, make sure I don't make any large purchases before next week. Yeah, Mike T is one of the he's actually the backer that pushes over the line, so we greatly appreciate Mike T. It was a very very cool surprise for us both today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
sorry.
go ahead.
All right. DNGN says, what would you say was the biggest change that helped you reach funding that you didn't do the first time? We restructured the price points for one. I think one of the feedbacks we got was that our single comic tier was a little too high, and it's because we had included a companion book with it. So we just kind of took that out, and that kind of got a lot more people willing to enter that point. I think that's probably the biggest change in the campaign.
And we also took some of the extras for bigger tiers and moved them into either stretch goals or milestones. Some things were unlocked.
Yeah, we just kind of went simpler all around. It kind of pared it down a little bit to the essential stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dan,
I was going to say gotten late. So, okay.
No, yeah, we just answered it. That's why I jumped over that. So, hi, Dan. Thank you so much.
What's up, Dan? Dan's a good friend of ours. Appreciate that.
I love the 3 tiers. I love with this Kickstarter. Obviously, Celestial Crate, because I love the crate itself.
Yeah.
Crate
looks awesome, and
the teasers that are in it, and all the stuff you get in the crate. The cameo appearance, it's always awesome having people see themselves in books. A lot of times this is the beginning of a universe right now. So your character is immortalized at the beginning of not just Celestial Falcon, but every single book that comes out of this, every single character, every single superhero, however much or however little there will be after Celestial, your cameo appearance will be at the ground level beginning. And then, like we were talking about with the get yourself written into the book as a supporting cast, that gives you even more of a spotlight at the beginning of this series, at the start of it all. So you have even more of a role as these characters are growing into this new role that they have, or this new situation that's thrusted upon them, so to speak. So I'm happy with those 3 tiers because it allows people to be there at the beginning.
Yeah. Got another comment from JD there.
I'm going to toot my own horn here. Chris did a great job representing the campaign during our interview. The interview with JD the Media Jack went live today.
Okay. Yeah, I have not. I know he asked earlier if I had seen it yet. I have not had a chance to watch it yet, but I will absolutely. So that's cool. I'm glad it went well.
Yeah.
Sorry great. I missed it. Yeah.
We had Well, you were sick. We actually had to postpone the interview with JD because literally Brent and I both got sick, and Brent was still sick. So I ended up doing the interview with JD. We had a good time. I actually did see it, and I loved the music after. There were other interviews at the radio station after, and I'm glad I went back to back with the music.
I know Mike's personality. Oh God, you've known me for 10 years. I'm interested to see what you guys' interpretation of my personality.
Mike, don't worry. Like I said, once the campaign's over, we'll talk. So we'll definitely be talking. So we're gonna have a couple of Mikes in the book because we already have Chris's brother who's Mike, and now we're gonna have Mike T in it. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun times, and the fun times aren't even over yet. There's still a whole week to go.
Yeah, and if we do make it to those stretch goals, some of them are just like extra items like the postcard. Some of it's like upgrades to the actual book. So that's going to be some exciting stuff that we'll talk about as the campaign goes on. So
yeah, and we're not going to go beyond that right now, but we have a bunch of stretch goals. We just want to do it. We're going to do it just like the milestones. We're going to be talking about them one at a time. So right now, the first stretch goal is the postcard. So let's get to the postcard, which I think we said it was reaching
1,800.
1,800, right?
Yeah.
So
we reach 1,800. Every physical backer gets a postcard.
Exactly. And then when we get when we get to that stretch goal, we'll mention the next one.
yeah, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We want to, you know, take this as modestly as possible in this case. So, yeah, we're just gonna go one step at a time and have fun with it as we wrap this up. So, yeah, it's exciting, man. I'm over the moon right now. So we've been so happy. We were on the phone talking, and Chris didn't want me to hang up, and I was like, dude, I gotta set this stuff up, but we gotta do this other stuff.
Yeah, we were celebrating. We had to separate and then come back together. But it was good. It was good. And you know, here's a funny story. I'll tell you a funny story today. We were picking Tommy up, Cindy and I, and out of nowhere, Cindy's like, Chris, a bird did something on your leg, I think. And I look, and I'm like, well, this is good luck, right? Literally an hour after that, Brant's the one that told me. Like, well,
that's funny.
Damn. The pants are clean now, but yes, actually, I can confirm it is good luck. So don't everybody go run and get number 2'd on by birds. But I mean,
yeah. Don't stand under a bunch of birds.
No,
it's funny because I mean, you know, I had a bunch of blackbirds fly right in front of me as I was going into the store today.
Oh my God, did it rain in front of you?
It was raining yesterday, so that's probably what it was.
No. Did it rain? Poop.
Oh, no. They were low. They were low to the ground. They hit the parking lot and you know, get the scraps. Was that bird a falcon? It could have been. That would have been awesome, actually.
I think we do have falcons in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. I know there are crows. No, maybe it could have been. There are falcons near Pennsylvania, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if we have some kind of bird of prey. I don't know if it's a hawk or a falcon here, but
that's what was in Pennsylvania, hawk. So could be. I don't know.
Okay. DNGM, where did the title Celestial Falcon come from? Was it just the title happened organically, or does it have a personal meaning? So that's an interesting story. So what was the actual original title for this story?
The original title I came up with for Celestial Falcon was The Protector of Earth. Yeah. And it was a very generic title. It was a very we wanted to make, or Brant, I remember, was the one that first said, we got to make the title a little bit more. We have to make it stand out. We have to make it pop. And then he suggested, why don't we just go with the character's name, and then underneath it, maybe for the first trade, we could use The Protector of Earth for Volume 1. And I was like, yeah, because I mean, it's Celestial Falcon just popped a lot better, and it's
not just that. I mean, at first he wasn't even called Celestial Falcon. He was called Chris Falcon,
which is my wrestling name, which superhero. Which then we were like, no. Yeah. And then Brant said Celestial, and I'm like, that's a good one.
Yeah. Now where Celestial came from, because there are elements of the story that will come into play. We have mentioned demons, so there is a supernatural element to this. And I was looking for words that kind of evoked heavenly, and Celestial came to me, and I was like, Celestial Falcon, it kind of fits. I pitched it to Chris, and that's kind of how it came together.
Yeah, we had to keep the initial CF though. You'll see that later down the road as it come out.
yeah. So and we had the symbol on his chest was an F already. Chris had come up with the symbol thing, so we had to stay with that. So Falcon was kind of set. So the Celestial was kind of my contribution to it, and it just kind of fit and made sense. It sung to us. It was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. So,
and we have how fleshed out is this world? Currently, we are in issue number 1 at the ground level, the very beginning of this universe. Right now, we are focusing on Chris and his friends. They are at the beginning and epicenter of where all this, where it all begins. If there was a Legion of Superhero, literally, like the way they went back in time to see Superman, where the superheroes began with Superman. If there was that in this universe, which there is not. They would be going back to these 6 individuals, because this is where the universe begins with Celestial and his friends. This is going to be a living, breathing world with several diverse characters that are going to be, as we move forward with Celestial Falcon, the universe is going to expand and you're going to be seeing more people.
To answer that question a little more thoroughly, as far as how fleshed out it is, Chris has story arcs for days planned out. I
was about to screen share, but then I said no because it'll give away titles for arcs. So no, I'm not. I have about 32 stories written.
32 stories written that we are slowly converting to comic script format. So we've got years worth of material, and we're just kind of retooling it a little bit as we go.
And I've literally showed Brant my mini Bible of the universe. Yeah. So it's not specifically just focused on Celestial. There is no Falcon Punch DNGN at all. No. But there will be other moves outside of the Falcon Punch. Yeah. I think Nintendo has copyrights to that. But there is a huge world out there with a lot of characters, and I'm sure Brand will have characters because, Brand already, him and Lisa created Sammy. Mm-hmm. I'm sure between Brand, myself, and maybe, and this is future talk, and this is not in stone, this is not something I'm confirming, nor Brand confirming. This is just possibility for the future. Other creators might be involved in the 529 universe. So with other creators come other characters. This is a universe that is not going to be specifically for one person, Celestial Falcon. This is going to be an entire fleshed out universe with tons of characters, both in the superhero form and in the hero form. I don't want to say superhero. In the hero form, in the human form, the regular form, and just all around. This is
demon form. Why not?
I say human form because there are going to be some non-super powered people.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. There will be heroes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
And stories in all shapes and sizes that are going to come out of all of this.
Who's doing what on this project? Shout out your crew, dog. Yeah. Okay, so Chris and I are co-writers. Chris is the creator. And Lucas Santos is the artist on the series. And Lisa Moore is the colorist. And that's it. That's everybody, right? We have
everybody in the main cast, and then we have a bunch of consultants and stuff like that.
And we had with the backup story, we had two other artists contribute pages. We had Roll Roke, I probably totally butchered that name, and Riccardo Ficini. Riccardo Ficini also did a variant cover, and Lisa did a couple of variant covers as well.
And, of course, Lucas returned for the new cover.
Yes.
So we had returning artists. We had new artists. This was one of my favorite collaborations, especially with the extra pages. Each page is done by a different artist, and it's beautiful. I believe that it's going to complement this book amazingly when it all comes out.
Yeah. Mike T. So since I know kind of what this evolved from, Chris, how much of your epic story from YouTube influence what you have written so far? Great question.
Ironically, Mike T, Epic Story was influenced by this story, so it's kind of a flip script. Epic Story takes place in its own. If there was a multiverse for the 529 universe, Epic Story is its own universe. It's a different universe from the main 529U. Yeah. Crossover possibly. I don't know. It might happen at some point, but
we do multiple realities. Why not? We could toss a nod in there.
Epic is definitely an alternate reality.
It's funny because the way I came to be involved with this story is when Chris and I first became friends, first started talking. He sent me the scripts to just read, just to share, and from that, he was still doing Epic Story at the time. He taken a break from it and was going back to it. And so I started watching Epic Story. And so when Lisa and I started Last Number Press and Chris was like, I'd love to do this as a comic. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We can kind of do our own spin on it and do that thing. And then, long story short, he brings me on, and here we are. But yeah, Epic Story was fun. If you guys want to go check it out, it is up on YouTube. Just go search it. Chris, his brother, and their friends acting out a lot of these story elements. I think you pulled a lot from other influences as well for Epic Story, though.
There were a lot of, definitely. The way I view, especially with Celestial Falcon, I feel like there are 3 universes out there. There's the Epic Verse, which is its own. That's the YouTube version. There is the Earth 1, if you want to call it that, which was the original script I wrote years and years ago. And then there's this one, the main universe, the 529 universe. And that is the one that you are all reading now. That's the universe Brant and I are co-writing together from that first universe, from that Earth 1, retelling it now. And this is where we're focusing on. So you never know. I mean, alternate realities and all jokes aside, you never know what could pop up where.
Yeah. We got some ideas. We got some plans. We've talked about other series and different things down the line, way down the line, for this particular universe. It's going to be fun. I actually pitched Chris an idea for a book a while back, and I've actually been. Anybody that follows my newsletter knows that I've been writing another project, and that's the project I've kind of been writing on the side.
And I have a bunch of different stories that are only one arc long for other characters. And like Brand said, there are other projects. He's writing one solo. Me and him are writing a couple of ideas or outlining a couple of ideas. So again, it's starting with Celestial, but there are a bunch of other books. Sounds like a setup to the count. No,
the council.
No council, Chris. New. But there is a fun multiverse story if the 3 ever were to cross over, that's for sure.
Yeah. We'll see one of these days. Let's get Celestial Falcon past issue 1 before we.
That's more of a joke than anything else. I don't see that happening, honestly.
I'm excited for issue 2. We've been working on issue 2 really hard, and we can't wait to get that out there for you guys. So we get like a lot more to the story and the backstory of what's going on, and it opens up a lot of things. But this one, you get introduced to all the characters, and you get introduced to this element that comes into their lives that changes everything and kind of sets them on this course.
Exactly. And to bounce off of what Brant was saying about issue 2, I mean, I'm super excited. We made it. We got issue 1 out, and we're able to give everybody extra before we move on. Right now, issue number 2, once that's out, I feel like we'll be able to freely discuss a lot more, not only with Celestial Falcon, but what is actually going on in the universe. We're still keeping everything close to cuff. We don't want to spoil anything major, but issue 2, if anything, and we're still focusing on issue 1. Since Brant brought up issue 2 is where we're finally going to start opening up the world, and you're going to finally start seeing, oh, so this is what's going on, or oh, so this is what that character is representing. There's a lot that's going to start with issue 2, and after issue 2, I'll feel like I won't have to keep anything secret as much, because right now it's like very secret. It's like, yeah, this is happening, but I can't go into detail about that yet. You know?
Would you consider outsourcing or crowd brainstorming for ideas and plot lines? What about a Robin Lives Dies vote? I don't know. We haven't really talked about anything like that. If it made sense for the story to involve the audience in a decision like that or anything like that, then we would definitely consider it.
And again, this is all like tentative talk, like Brant's saying. I did have a writing project outside of Celestial Falcon that would involve readers as I'm doing the script. It would involve heavily the readers giving their input, like a path, like, you know, those Brant,
choose your own adventure.
Exactly. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure where I would present a moment and then the readers would do like this, a vote, you know, and they would vote which way the character would go. And the readers or the voters would be the ones that kind of led that story in that direction. for Celestial Falcons, like Brand said, if it fit the story or if there was a moment where we would want like feedback on or a vote, absolutely. But I don't think that situation will present itself for a bit with Celestial. However,
there's nothing planned for it at the moment, we could say.
But if I ever do that story, if I ever do decide to start that on Shooting Star Universe, I mean, there will be heavy reader / crowd participation in that story for sure. So there is ideas for another story, but for Celestial, at the moment, no. But never say never.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
I'm over the moon. Words cannot describe how happy, how grateful I am to everybody who involved as far as backing, involved as far as, I mean, Brant spent, I mean, he literally almost killed himself the day before the Kickstarter to make sure everything went up. I mean, from the character bio, which is its own picture, to all the other pictures, to the tiers, to restructuring the tiers, to creating the page, all that was done by Brant, all set up by Brant. I have no clue how to set up a Kickstarter to save my life. So Brant did that, all the colors, all the art from Lucas and Lisa, all of that. I mean, this would not have been where it is right now without a team effort. Yeah. And same going forward with any issue number, regardless, 220, 200. It's a team effort. It's not one person. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for everybody who believes in Celestial Falcon like Brant and I do, like all of us do, and backed the Kickstarter and funded it, and now we move on and we finish this one. We take a breather. We enjoy the rest of 2019 and the start to 2020, and we come right back into it. Brant, unfortunately, he's going to be working all 12 months. But
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
We'll be back with Celestial early 2020 and late 2020 and moving on to 2021. So, you know.
and on and on and on, hopefully. As long as there's an audience for it, we'll continue putting it out. And yeah, so again, thank you all so much. Thanks everyone that showed up live and you know, asked us questions and left comments and all that. We love interacting with you guys. That's our favorite part about doing these live things. If you want to see more of us, we do a weekly live show on Comic Frontline on YouTube called Comic Book Weekly with your brother and two of our friends, Mike and Kat, talking our top 5 comics and all that stuff. And next week we'll definitely be there you go. We'll definitely be talking some Celestial Falcon because we'll only have a few days left in the campaign when we do the next episode, Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on Comic Frontline.
Yes, and we appreciate, like I said, JD, Alicia, DN, Mike T, WTF, ATTA, and we have Dan who popped in, Matt who popped in for a bit. Yep. And again, one thing I wanted to answer with Alicia that I remembered, Brant, when she asked about the clothes and whatnot, we are going to be, I mean, Mike T, obviously I know Mike T, so I have a lot of pictures of Mike T, suffice to say, but in the case of, for example, Alicia, if you did want to support at that tier, we would ask for a picture or something, obviously, to show an artist. So the clothes, for example, you can actually take a picture purposely in the clothes you'd like to see your character in and just put that as a side note as well. So you could be like, the clothes I'm in, this is what I'd like. And as long as it's appropriate, I mean, bikinis, I don't know, but I mean, I've seen Brant in a bikini. It's
what? I don't think so.
I've seen.
You have not seen.
Does not lie. You hear the mask? It's going off.
Anyway,
so I googled it, but you might want to post a link before you head out.
Well, that would be a good idea. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, DN. I'm actually going to post a link right now on both. Okay. There.
Which link did you? Okay, you posted the big link. I'm gonna post.
I like link. Big. I go big. You know me too. I do, Alicia, but I know that I know for a fact that I know that if you, especially with the costume, even with Mike T, with a costume, we would want a picture anyway. So I don't know you, Alicia. I meant that Mike T, like he said before, I've known him for 10 years. If I knew you for 10 years, Alicia, I know what clothes you'd want to wear too. I have a feeling I know what Mike T's going to want to wear, but again, it all goes to whatever. Again, goes to the picture. Goes to the picture.
This isn't Brant in a bikini. What the heck? you started something now. I'm gonna hear this on the live show.
You're not gonna hear this
on Book Weekly. DNGN's a viewer of our weekly live shows. I'm gonna hear this. This can come back up.
Hey, at least I didn't say it was like Triple H and the G string.
No.
I don't understand. I don't understand how he could wear that without in the butt. And
okay. That's enough. No more.
No more.
This is on my Facebook page, man. Come on. Chill.
Hey, I warned you. I warned you.
What exactly did you warn me?
I warned you that this was going to be a celebration.
It's a celebration.
I
don't know where your bubbly is, but
it's right here. Unfortunately,
in a can.
In the can. Okay. I'll get official bubbly for next Friday.
He wanted the good sparkling cider, but
I want the sparkling.
Sparkling spider, yeah. Sparkling spider coming down. Well, hey. No.
I mean, we have Mike Spider Slayer, so we could call Mike Sparkling Spider Slayer, but I don't know if he wants that.
Sparkling Spider Slayer and Brant in a bikini. That's what you got to live with. I don't know what's going on here. I got my water.
I'm wearing a G-string, so hey, I'm fine with that. That imagery just.
This is not a rated R mature book.
No.
By the way, just throwing that out there. Dan, I guess the next channel would be the Bikini Boys.
I mean,
see what you did, man. See what you did. This is how we're ending our show with
YouTube professionals.
Not YouTube professionals, exactly. Right. Just out the window. That's our dynamic.
Celestial Falcon. Shooting Star Universe.
Oh, good Lord. Forgive us.
No, God won't.
No, in all seriousness, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Anybody that watches this post live, thank you for that as well. And thank you all for your support. Whether you're supporting it, whether you share it, whether you're talking about it, whether you're interacting with us, we are grateful for all of you. And, we can do without you. So,
absolutely. And the cool thing is when the Kickstarter is done, when the Kickstarter is funded, and you all get your books, because the book's already done. I've said this multiple times. It's literally a matter of how long it takes to print, how long it takes to sign those book plates for everybody who backed those book plates, how long it takes to make those Celestial crates. And they will be out. And you are welcome to take pictures, share it on Instagram. I don't care if you wear a bikini in those pictures on Instagram or not. Share it with us. We'll share it on, by the way, the look, if people want to wear bikinis, don't judge.
I got us out of that.
Universe
I got us out of that. And you pull us right back in.
Shooting Star Universe has a newsletter. I will be sharing. I keep saying I'm going to share the link. I will be sharing the link tomorrow, all social media. And anyone who shares all seriousness, anyone who shares a picture of the Celestial Falcon book, like them having it on Instagram, or if you'd like to share the picture and send it to Last Ember Press, I will feature a little montage in the newsletter, if Brent shakes his head yes or no right now, of everyone who shares them getting the book and the book.
I guess I'm making this montage of them.
No. I can make it.
It's fine either way. I don't care. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
Well, we can put it in because I don't know how the website works. Would we be able to fit it in the newsletter?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yes, I will share all pictures. I had to make sure I was able to. I don't know how the newsletter thing works. It's all new to me. I don't know if pictures work.
Yeah. Have you read my newsletter? there are definitely images.
No, I've never read your newsletter. I just
never.
all the time.
I was just saying, there's images. Yeah, we can do images.
No, I meant a montage image of everybody.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'd have to construct it outside of the but yeah.
Okay,
it's all good. Anyway, we
This is non-alcoholic, so
I know. Water. It's sleep deprivation.
Sleep deprivation's right. We're both sleep deprived right now.
This is if we mentioned we're doing the Chris and Brand show next week, and we're having Lisa on drawing the postcard. That's our stretch goal and all that stuff. For anybody tuning in late or whatever, this is what you get on the Chris and Brand show. So if you want to see more of us, just like putting our feet in our mouth and just talking crazy and going on sidetracks, then that's the show for you.
I mean, I just mentioned bikinis. I mean, that's all I said. I look good in a bikini.
So be sure to subscribe to Chris, and because this is broadcasting on his YouTube channel as well.
Hold on, let me make myself. There we go.
Okay, and well, now I'm out of frame.
Well,
hit the notification bell and the like button, and follow on social media because why not? Follow us all on social media though, because let's zoom us back out. Thank you very much. Yes, and oops. You sure it's not alcoholic? Maybe
it's a cider. I'm positive. I rock a thong. No one's business. There you go.
Okay, stop it. I'm trying to show this. Follow us on social media at Brand Fowler, at Last Number Press, at Dark Avenger C86. Thank you for putting up with our insanity. I apologize.
Before we go, because it's on my YouTube channel, is there anything you're doing, Brant, personally, solo on your YouTube or all across at all, anywhere?
Is there anything I'm doing?
Any video series, anything at all outside of the Kickstarter?
Not currently. I don't. I'm kind of taking a break away from my channel at the moment, kind of focusing on other things. We've got some stuff cooking up outside of Last Number Press. Lisa and I are actually working on a special project. We're dipping our toes into tabletop.
I'm so excited for that secret project.
Yeah, into tabletop gaming. I'll just throw that out there. We're going there. So we got some surprises coming up. So stay tuned for that because that will be also in very early 2020. We were going to try to do it late this year. Didn't quite work out. So early 2020, look for updates on that.
And for me, I mentioned this on social media today. Obviously, I'll be working with Celestial all the way through till next Friday. However, I am working on a very special vlog for my main channel that will be going up sometime mid next week-ish. So I'm gonna have fun with that. Also, I am working on a project with JD as we speak. Gonna let that stay a mystery for now. But I am on a project that JD actually did make. If JD wants to talk about that in the comments, he can. Tabletop game. Any specific game or schedule?
We're not ready to talk about that. We're developing a couple, actually 3 games at the moment, but we're launching a. I don't know what I can say. I don't know what Lisa wants me to put out there yet.
Lisa will kill him. His fiance will kill him.
I don't know. We've been teasing
project it. Of yours, JD, the one that you shared the document for. And that's all I'm gonna say because I'm not gonna put it out there.
I'll say that our first one is gonna be a card game.
Okay, there you go. So
I'll just say that.
Lisa, he just let it out of the bag. So when you come back and you kill him, remember you're marrying him soon. You don't want to kill him yet.
It was going to be launching like this week originally. So we have been promoting it a little bit here and there through newsletters and stuff like that. So it's not totally, hidden or whatever. We've been kind of teasing it a little bit. But yeah, so that's coming up. It's fun.
The nameless one at this point. At this point, yeah, the nameless one. Oh, yes, that's it. Our joint one. Not the. I know what you're talking about now. Okay. Yes, the joint review project I'm talking about. The one that's nameless, that's something else for JD's alluding to one of my 2 big projects I'm working on end of 2019, beginning 2020.
Oh, I will throw this out there. Any wrestling fans that are watching this, Chris and I do a wrestling show called AEW Aftershock, where we talk about AEW Dynamite and AEW Dark and the pay-per-views each and every week. New episode actually went up earlier today on Comet Frontline.
I know JD watching. He actually had a blast watching it. He liked it. He had a good time with it.
Awesome.
So, to further what JD was saying, like I said, I have 2 major projects I'm working on. One JD is a part of, and one Brant and JD are a part of. So,
Speaking of wrestling,
fans,
I said speaking of wrestling.
Speaking of wrestling as well. So any fans of writing or shorts or series like that, keep an ear close to the ground. That's all I'm going to say with that. That's the only teaser I'm giving for these major projects right now. So we've gone across the board. So now we're talking about things on YouTube. I think that we are ready.
Yeah.
Brant's ready for bed.
I am so ready.
I'm ready for something. We were gonna stream a game tonight, but we're gonna. Let's talk about that real quick, Brant.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Brant and I will be streaming. We were gonna celebrate on YouTube, Facebook, and then move over to Twitch for a little bit. Tomorrow, we're gonna be celebrating on Twitch. Brant, actually, do you wanna? Is it okay for me to say the game?
Yeah.
Brent finally got his computer working with Sea of Thieves. He finally updated it. He took a year of updates one day. And we are going to be, was it a year? 2 years? Almost. When was the last time you logged in?
The last time, it said the last time I played the game was April 2018. So a year and a half. I had no idea it had been that long, but yeah, so I had to update all of that, and I had to have space to do that, which I did not have.
Brent's going to get a huge shock when he comes into a game he's not going to recognize anymore with all the stuff that's happened since 2018.
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be an adventure.
Most of the adventure is going to be me explaining to Brent all the new stuff that's happening in the world, but it'll be fun, and we'll be celebrating more on Twitch. So if you're around tomorrow, Dark Avenger Gaming, I don't know what time we're doing it yet. Keep an eye on my social media, and I will share it as soon as we know around about what time. I think we're going to plan for night, right?
Yeah, but probably, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We don't know. It's Saturday. It all depends. So keep an eye out for that. Till then, I guess, are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it up.
I'm so tired.
Brent is so tired. He's going to dream about those bikinis and everybody. He's going to have a dream about everybody in bikinis. And then JD's going to pop up in his thong, and he's going to be like, "Rawr."
Anyway, lastnumberpress.com/Kickstarter. If you would like to check out Celestial Falcon on Kickstarter, or search for Celestial Falcon on Kickstarter.
Because of professional.
Thank you, everybody on my Facebook page that has put up with this.
You knew.
I put you on. I know.
You knew what you were getting yourself.
I know.
You've known me about how many years have we known each other? Because I forgot when I was on JD's, when JD and I were interviewing, and we were talking about how we met.
Yeah,
I know how we met. It was through Lisa. I know how we got to know each other. I don't know how many years it's been.
It's been at least
8 years?
7 or 8 years, yeah.
At least, at the very least.
Yeah.
And we can finish each other's sentences already.
Yeah. I'm best friends with this guy. I don't know what that says about me. I'm messing with you.
Ooh, you cut me deep with that one. Goose has cut the falcon. Goose has cut the falcon, everybody. Cut me right here. Oh,
it's gonna be Christmas Falcon instead of Christmas Goose this year.
Oh man.
I'm messing with you.
Punk. As he kills me on the inside just a little bit more.
Oh,
you're lucky we're friends, or as I would.
I love you, man.
I love you too, man. We have funded 100%. Let's keep going, everyone. Keep sharing Celestial Falcon on Kickstarter. Keep sharing it with everybody you know. If you haven't backed it yet and you're thinking about it, it's funded. It's done. You'll enjoy it, and you'll be happy you're back at the ground level, at the start of the gigantic universe that we have in store for the entire world as the years move forward.
And just one more note, if anybody has the original standard edition, this is the deluxe edition with a brand new backup story that expands on each and every main character in the book. So there you go.
And if you have the original, I mean, hey, Limited edition #1. It has 529 studio still on it. It has the original cover to it. It's got collector's value.
Yeah.
CGC that bad boy and send us a picture of that, and I'll share that on the newsletter as well.
And the digital deluxe includes the full script. So if you want to know how all this came together, you'll get to see that in the PDF as well. So there you go. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up. lastsilverpress.com/Kickstarter. Check it out. Thank you. I'm ready to go. I guess.
Okay. Take care, everybody. Keep reading, keep collecting. If you're on my YouTube channel, we will see you all really soon.
Bye, everybody.
Video.
Yeah.
Bikinis.